Hannah Brown threw some major shade at Jed Wyatt. Taylor Swift's feud with Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta continues, and Shawn and Camila got tattoos.
Hey guys, welcome back to Shared News. I'm your host, Renee Ariel.
And I'm Fiona Zaring, and today we're gonna recap the biggest stories from this week, starting with Hannah Brown.
Yeah, you guys, Hannah Brown attended the People's Choice Awards over the weekend, and at the award show, she had a little reuniting moment with Tyler Cameron. Sources saw them talking. It seemed very friendly, though it was short. I think this is a big deal considering everything that's gone down with Gigi Hadid and their history. So this was a very cute moment. Also, while they're at the award show, you know, when you're in front of one ex, because it wasn't just one ex, not just Tyler Cameron, Colton Underwood was also there with Cassie. And Hannah won an award. She won the award for Competition Contestant of 2019. So not only was she looking gorgeous, she bumped into her exes and she won an award over them, which I think is a big moment.
The thing is, I think she even said this herself, like, if you have to be in a room with your exes, you might as well do it when you're winning an award. Right?
Absolutely.
Like, couldn't be happier for her. She also made another award show appearance. She was at the CMAs with her Dancing with the Stars partner. She was looking so gorgeous. She had an amazing night. But she did throw some shade at another one of her exes, Mr. Jed Wyatt. She went ahead and let it slip while she was on the carpet that she wouldn't be against dating a musician again in life. She would go down that path again, but this time she would date a real musician who could serenade her well.
I loved this shade from Hannah because Bachelor Nation, you know why. Jed was a lying, I don't want to say trash bag, but like kind of a trash bag. He came into the show with a girlfriend, so I think it's fine that every now and again, Hannah gets to throw a teeny bit of shade. And it's not like she named him, you know what I mean?
It was classy shade.
Yeah.
And I don't think this expires for her for a while.
No,
she can throw shade for a while.
Absolutely. But moving on to the next bit of drama, you guys, Thursday night, we were shocked when Taylor Swift put out an open letter to Scott Borchetta and Scooter Braun and pretty much revealed that the feud is still ongoing, except now, according to Taylor, the two of them are keeping her from performing any televised events, or more specifically, as I'm sure you guys know, she is going to be getting the Artist of the Decade award, and she has for the AMAs, and has a performance where she was planning on, you know, performing a medley of songs throughout her decade as an amazing artist. So not only that, she also revealed in this statement that she had a Netflix documentary coming out about her life over the past few years, and Scooter and Scott are not letting her use any of her old music or videos in the Netflix documentary, and they don't want her to perform any of her songs for the AMAs because it's a televised event. So they're essentially saying that it would be violating their contract because she's not allowed to re-record any of her old music until November of 2020. So naturally, fans are outraged. She actually did ask in the open letter for them to tell Scott and Scooter how they feel about it, which I kind of want to say a thing or two to them, but I just think this is so messed up because Taylor made it clear also, she's like, this isn't like a contract thing. It does feel personal because I think they're trying to do whatever they can in that contract to be like, nope, you can't do this. But what's even more interesting is in the same letter, she said they would let her use the music if she followed their two rules, which are one, she can't re-record her music that we've all been super excited about, and two, she can't talk about Scott and Scooter anymore, which not gonna happen, Scott and Scooter.
It's very messy, and it does, like you said, it feels very personal. But Taylor has a lot of famous friends, and in addition to having her fans supporting her, her famous friends are coming forward and supporting her. I Stand With Taylor is been trending on and off, and Selena Gomez put on her Insta story, "My heart is so heavy right now, it makes me sick and extremely angry. I don't mind if there may be retaliation. This is my opinion. It's greed, manipulation, and power. There is no heart or thought of anyone else's. No respect for the words my friend has written since she was 14 years old in her bedroom." Gigi Hadid tweeted, "Scott and Scooter, you know what the right thing to do is. Taylor and her fans deserve to celebrate the music." And Camila Cabello added to her Insta story, "I remember listening to songs like Love Story or You Belong With Me or The Best Day on the Reputation tour and crying from how much those songs mean to me. It feels heartbreaking. and like the world is being robbed of something important and beautiful that she can't sing these songs. It's her life work with her fans. Honestly, so many other celebrities did come forward and make statements, but I really thought these three put it best. It is heartbreaking, it is sad, and it really does feel personal and a little unfair.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that all of these friends of Taylor's that have such big platforms are using it to defend their friend, because yes, stand up for what's right. And I really don't think this is right, but I will say they're not the only ones speaking out, because
and not everyone feels this way.
Not everyone feels this way. A lot of people have come forward, but another one that does not feel that way that has come forward is Big Machine Records. So they put out their own statement in response to Taylor's open letter, and though they didn't directly deny her claims, like it wasn't very specific towards what she was saying, they did say, quote, "At no point did we say Taylor could not perform on the AMAs or block her Netflix special. In fact, we do not have the right to keep her from performing live anywhere." And just want to quickly come in, because that's not what her letter said. It wasn't about them keeping her from performing in general. It's about televised events. And she didn't say they wouldn't let her do her Netflix special, but she only owns one album now. Everything else is, they own all of her other music. So it is kind of...
The issue isn't the performance or the documentary. It's what she's able to perform live and what she's able to use in the documentary.
I just find this a bit manipulative, the way that they're wording it. And on top of that, they had another accusation in there towards Taylor, saying that she actually owes them millions of dollars in multiple assets to their company. And then they went on to say that they just want to discuss this privately, and said that that they were hoping that they would come to a resolution until it was brought, and they thought it would be resolved. However, they found this post and realized that wasn't the case. But then they went on to say that, like, this was another quote, "Taylor, the narrative you have created does not exist." So they were very much just trying to brush off her claims and then deny them, but not her actual specific claims that she was making. And then on top of that, make it about money, which I thought was wild.
It's definitely gotten very ugly. Taylor's fans have come to her defense in full force on Twitter. There have been circulations that their alleged Scott and Scooter's phone numbers and home addresses and things have been able to come out. And honestly, it just seems like the lid has exploded.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very interested to see like what the next steps are going to be, because something this dramatic, this public is gonna take a turn.
Oh, absolutely. And on top of that, so in response to Big Machine's statement, Taylor's team put out another, well, actually their first statement, because the first one was from Taylor herself, but they put out a statement pointing out the fact that Big Machine did not respond directly to the claims she was making. They kind of kept it vague. And then with them saying she was lying about certain things, she said that the Vice President, Rights Management and Business Affairs from Big Machine Label Group sent Taylor Swift's team this message saying, "Please be advised that BMLG will not agree to issue licenses for existing recordings or waivers of its re-recording restrictions in connection to these two projects." And two of the projects, one of which was the documentary, so I find that very interesting that they shut that down. Another one was actually an event, the Double 11 event that she had already done. And at the event, she had only performed 3 songs from Lover because she wasn't allowed to perform anything else. Plus, as for the claims about her owing a ton of money to them, apparently that's not the case. In the statement, her team said that they hired an independent professional auditor that's actually determined that Big Machine owes Taylor almost $8 million. So I think there's just a lot more to this story. And I don't know, it feels just fishy on Big Machine's end. I think with Taylor, it's about creative freedom, and with them, it's about money. It's just business and money and maybe some greed. So I don't know, how do you feel about it?
I think that at the end of the day, there's the business element, there's the personal element, there's the emotional element, and I'm certain that even though Taylor is doing her best to be transparent with fans, like there are still things happening behind closed doors that we don't know about and we'll never know about. So I think for now, all of us just have to sort of like wait and see what happens. Obviously, this is gonna reach a conclusion at some point. We just don't know when. But moving on to happier, less stressful news, Shawn and Camila are still going strong. They are making out in public and having a grand old time. They're in Los Angeles right now. They went to the Clippers game together. They were spotted making out courtside, you know, just having a blast as Shawmilla does. And then later for another date night, they went and got tattoos. Not matching tattoos, which would be like, you know, a little bit more dramatic, but still, they went and got tattoos together.
Yeah.
Shawn got a tattooed behind his ear, which was actually for his younger sister. And Camila got a quote from Shakespeare in Love on the inside of her pinky. So they are very different tattoos.
Yeah.
Would be hard to draw a connection there, but fans are still pointing out that, like, you go get a tattoo with someone, even if the tattoo isn't related to them, the experience itself, it sort of links them to that. Getting a tattoo with someone means you're confident that looking at that tattoo and being reminded of them is not gonna bother you.
Totally. And maybe, just conspiracy theory, maybe the A actually stands for the last letter in Camila's name. I'm just kidding. But I think they're super cute. I'm happy they're still going strong. They seem super in love.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And also, you guys, that's not all that happened this week with Shawmilla, or to be more specific, Camila.
Camila has had a huge week. Like, I'm not even about to name all of her highlights this week. Today, she dropped a new single, which, how do you feel about it?
I love it. It's my favorite one yet.
Like, we were in the car this morning, putting it on repeat, Living Proof. She's released a lot of great singles from this album, but I feel like, maybe it's just us, but this one is like truly next level. And as of today, you can pre-order her album. You can order merch. Like, the romance era is like, we're almost there. The album comes out December 6th. So like, we're gonna blink and it's gonna be here.
Yeah, I really, really love this new single. She even said it was one of her favorites off the album. I think it's so beautiful, so catchy, and it really shows off her vocal range. She goes so high in the chorus, you guys.
Seriously.
And I'm wondering, and I really want to know if it's about Matthew Hussey, if it's about Shawn Mendes. It could be about either one, because she hasn't blatantly said, this one's for you, Shawn, or hinted that it was a recent one she wrote. I'm guessing it's about Matthew Hussey, but doesn't it make you like think about the relationship a little bit? Like that was her living proof of—
It would be fun if it was about Shawn.
Right?
Who knows though? We'll never know.
We'll never know. But you guys, moving on to our next bit of news. This is kind of sad. I feel bad even reporting this because it was a sad moment for Drake, but Drake performed on Sunday night for Tyler, the Creator's Camp Flog Gnaw Festival in LA, and he was the surprise headliner. And I guess the audience was not expecting it to be Drake, and so he was booed off stage. Like, there are sad videos of this online of people booing him, and he's like, if you guys want to hear more, I'll sing more. And they were like not having it. And I love Drake. I think Drake is such a sweetheart. I really do enjoy his music, but it was just, man, when's the last time someone was like booed off stage for a performance?
I think a surprise headliner in and of itself is a little bit risky because like festival tickets are expensive. It's a whole day. It's a commitment. It's a high pressure situation.
Yeah.
And from what I read, a narrative was created amongst the crowd, and people were so certain that it was going to be Frank Ocean, right? People were so sure, and like Frank Ocean, let's face it, he doesn't perform all the time. Like, this felt like it was going to be such a moment, and while I don't really think that excuses the bad behavior, I think that sometimes a mob mentality, a couple of people made the choice, and next thing you know, Drake was being booed. But you know what?
Drake.
He's gonna survive this.
He'll survive it.
He's gonna be
It'll
okay.
be fine.
He's gonna be okay. And
he should just watch Friends. I think that'll make
that's
him
what I
feel
was
better.
gonna say. In happier news, honestly, probably my favorite news in like the last 100 weeks. We have been talking about the Friends 25th anniversary for a long time. It's been an exciting year, all sorts of merch, all sorts of like, go to the movie theater and watch episodes of Friends, like tons of exciting events. And I have been saying all along that something is coming. The cast is so close still. They love each other so much. Like, they're gonna do something.
Yeah.
And something is almost here. Jennifer Aniston recently went on a couple of talk shows and literally verbatim said, we're doing something. We're working on something.
Yup.
Which obviously caused every Friends diehard fan to like light up with excitement. And we're finally trying to figure out what that thing is gonna be. The Hollywood Reporter reported that sources revealed to them that a reunion special is in the works for HBO Max. So That doesn't mean a reboot. That doesn't mean new episodes. It will be unscripted, but it'll be the whole cast together again. And who knows what it'll be. Maybe we'll get some bloopers we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Deleted scenes. Like, it could be a one-off. It could be multiple episodes of a reunion. Could be anything. The sources were very specific, though, that the deal is far from done, though all of the cast and the creators are interested and on board. So I'd say that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. And you guys, like, Fiona has been saying something's been in the works for months. You don't understand.
Like a fortune teller.
Yeah, she knew. But I will say, yes, I wanted it to be not a full reboot, because I think that you can easily ruin something that was so like timeless and great by doing a reboot and then it coming back not as good. Maybe it didn't make so much sense for the time. But I'm wondering if it starts off as like an unscripted just reunion special where they all get together and then people lose their minds, if they would even consider doing like an hour special reunion episode years later. I think that would be very cool. Don't reboot the show, because as much as I love Friends, and Fiona and I like have talked about the fact we rewatch the episodes all the time and like nap to the episodes and just work to the episodes. I don't think that they should touch that, but I do think like a movie or an hour-long special could be really special.
Who knows? This could be the first step towards making that dream come true.
Yeah, speaking of dreams come true, I don't know if that's a great segue, because Trader Joe's just released their chocolate gnocchi.
Oh, this is not a dream I had. I
Me
don't
neither.
know what this is.
I will tell you what it is. Okay, so this is what Trader Joe's actually talked about in their podcast back in September. They talked about releasing chocolate gnocchi, and naturally people are like, what? And now it's in stores. People have found it in stores this week. So it is kind of like just chocolate gnocchi with like chocolate filling in the middle. It's made with ingredients like potato puree, cream, sugar, eggs, cocoa powder, and a hazelnut paste. So it is like a dessert. But people are naturally very divided about this, because, I don't know, imagine if they just made like chocolate spaghetti. It's kind of weird. You don't think of those two things together.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I have been seeing desserts where people like blend avocados into ice cream and they're like, it's so good. It's such a thing. Like, it doesn't make sense, but it works. And I won't try it myself because I don't feel like I need to have avocado ice cream, but I guess I get it. So maybe this is just one of those things where, like, personally, I don't need my pasta to be chocolate, but maybe it works. Maybe it's like a warm, brownie-esque bite.
With what would you eat it with, Fiona? What are you gonna eat it with?
Strawberry?
Listen, so people are saying, lots of mixed reactions. Some people are turned off by the look because they said it looks like, and I hate saying this on camera, but I'm gonna say it on camera, they say it looks like cat poop. If you look at the picture, it kind of does just a little bit. Other people's complaints are the texture, because you know the texture of like gnocchi, like it's very
like thicker,
chewy,
yeah.
and sticky. And then imagine that, but like chocolate, you know. And then other people try to do it with whipped cream. They said that it drowns out the taste. So I don't know, but some people are very into it. And I think the trick is, okay, for those Trader Joe's fans out there, if you know the cauliflower gnocchi, you know that no one follows the directions for how to cook it on the bag.
Oh yeah.
You have to cook it longer. You have to like get the outside crunchy. So maybe because it is so new, people are still figuring out how to make it good. I know someone said, one user on Instagram posted that they cooked it longer than 6 minutes and really enjoyed it. And I'm sure other people are enjoying it. So maybe we just need to like learn our hacking way through how to actually make chocolate gnocchi good. And is it dessert or dinner? Do you have it for dinner or do you have it for dessert?
I don't think you have it for dinner, because I'm under the impression that you're not supposed to have a chocolate-filled dinner, but if that's your style, you could go for it. I also just think that this is going to be one of those, like, not everyone's going to get it, but the people who do are going to stand up for this.
Oh yeah.
Like their life depends on
For
it.
sure, this could be like a new cult favorite. But you guys, on that really delicious note, that is all we have to share with you. I do want to know though, do you guys think that Scooter Braun or Scott Borchetta are going to speak out themselves? Obviously, we heard from Big Machine, we heard from Taylor. Do you think they will say anything after thousands, and I'm not kidding, thousands of people have reached out to them, their numbers were leaked, it's been a whole thing. Do you think they'll say something? Let us know down in the comments. All right, but before you go, like this video to support our channel.
Hit that subscribe button and notification bell.
And then click right over here for more shared news content. As always, I'm your host, Renee Ariel. You can follow me at Renee Ariel.
And I'm Fiona Zering. You can follow me at Fiona Zering, and we'll see you next time.